Welcome back to my market review series. This is where I post my pre-market analysis, my trade management, as well as a trade recap. So in this video, I'll be going through the British pound against the Japanese yen. And as always, I will start by marking out my higher time frame levels. And we're going to start with the monthly as always. So right off the bat, we can see that we are at a premium zone in the monthly. And I'm talking about this particular final uh, buy candle before the aggressive move down. So we are at a monthly zone of perceived high value. Then that's beside the point. So the main point is I always mark out my previous month's levels, which are the previous month's low, the previous month's high, and the previous month's mid range. So these levels provide confluence in the lower time frames, and they give me general price context. So I then move down to the weekly. So the weekly, I mark out the previous week's lows, the highs, and the mid range, as can be seen. So so far we can see that we are trading within the previous month's range. However, we are trading below the previous week's range. Seems like I have erased the previous week's high. Just a minute. Yeah, there it is. So we're trading below previous week's range, and for me, that context is enough to tell me that we are bearish compared to the previous week. However, I look for my points of interest on the daily time frame, and this is where I look for levels where I'm likely to enter a trade, depending on the price action at those particular levels. And those levels for me are this region that I've marked out with the blue triangle, as well as this one. So these are zones I perceive as premium and discount. So this particular premium zone originates from this final um, buy daily candle before, as you can see right here, before this aggressive move to the downside that led to a sustained downtrend, as you can see, for quite a while. So that zone is an important zone in my strategy. So depending on the price action there, I'll decide whether to take a short or a continuation trade to the upside. And so far, I'm inclined to short the market, and this is why. So, as can be seen, price reached our area of interest. Then we swept liquidity from it, and now we've had a sell off. This sell off has led to a break of this particular low, which led to our zone of interest. So, having broken that low, I began to look for areas which I would be comfortable entering a short. And this is the zone. Let me clear the chart just a minute. So up to that point, I'm inclined to believe that we're going to go lower, and I'm ready to take a shot. However, I'm waiting for price to reach a level where I'd be more comfortable in pulling the trigger on my shots. So as can be seen, after this low was broken, we've had so this low was broken, and the likely point of further giving us momentum to go further down is the origin of this move. You see this origin, the last buy candle before we sold off is the zone I am waiting for price to revisit for a magical sell-off. So if price goes back to the zone, I'm looking to get into the market and ride the wave all the way down. So if we look at this zone, uh, more keenly, you can see that it almost coincides with the previous week's low. And this is what I mean by such levels give me confluence. So if the price revisits this zone, then sells off, this zone is a premium as well as a retest of the previous week's low. So that adds confluence to my entry. And so that's the update, and that's my trade plan for the British pound against the Japanese yen. Um, I'll make an update if I'm triggered into the market, and Also, if I'm triggered in and stopped out, I'll also make an update. But um, I'm looking forward to this trade playing out to this daily um, order block right here. So that's that. And what's the rest of my playlist? Make sure to join my private Telegram channel where I make updates that uh, I don't get to make videos of. So I'll link the Telegram in the description. And that's that.